So one of the things that really seems to perplex people is how to get a good stitch quality when you're sewing through very thick fabrics and you have multiple layers. So say you're hemming a pair of jeans, that sort of thing. You have one area that's raised a little bit more and your foot always seems to kind of get hung up there. So most people, their solution is, oh, I'll just push it through my machine a little bit quicker. I'll get a little momentum going and it'll ride right over that. That tends to work pretty poorly. You get usually bunched up stitches, dropped stitches. You can break needles and you can throw your machine out of time. So it's a good idea to invest a bit of money, and it's actually very, very little money, and get the proper tool for the job. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pick up either a little height compensating tool. Some machines actually come with these. It's basically 3 little pieces of plexi or plastic attached together with a little grommet, and then you can basically line that up, figure out how high what you're working on is. You can use 1, 2, or all 3 of the layers if you want, and you place that underneath your foot to even that out and press down on the fabric. Another thing that's available pretty readily is something called a jig. This is not quite as sophisticated. It's just one little piece of plastic. It has a little cutout in here for your needle so you can really put it all the way under the foot. Obviously your needle is not going to really go through a heavier plastic like this, so you want to take care that you are keeping the apparatus out of the way of your needle. So basically we've stitched along to hem a pair of jeans right to the point where it's kind of come up against this raised level where the heavier seams are folding over one another. You're going to drop your needle to the down position, and then you'll raise your presser foot. Basically then you're just going to take your adjusted compensation tool, and if you put it behind the needle, then you can lower your presser foot. Your foot will then be aligned and very flat, and all the fabric will lay flat underneath. Then you'll just continue stitching on, and as you come down the higher level, usually it's not as much of a problem, but you can repeat the process on the other side if that makes things a little bit easier, or if you find that you're getting poor stitch quality. So really just for a few extra dollars you can get a really, really nice professional finish with very little frustration or problems. I hope this helps. Happy sewing.